Hey, hello everyone. Today we have a guest and we are going to talk about the Erasmus experiences in Turkey. Actually, it was a very good podcast for me. We had a good conversation. So I believe that you will also like it and you will also get some information while listening it. And let's go. Firstly, I would like to say to you hello and welcome. And can you introduce yourself?
I'm Agnieszka. I'm from Poland, currently studying in Istanbul through the Erasmus exchange at Yildiz Technic University.
Yeah. So right now you are doing your master.
Yes, back at home, I'm doing my master program, but here at Yildiz, I'm taking also bachelor classes.
Oh, bachelor class.
Yes.
Both like bachelor. So we are going to talk about firstly deciding on Erasmus and why did you choose Turkey. So how did you decide to go on an Erasmus exchange program and why did you choose Turkey?
So basically, my first experience with Erasmus was in Paris, France.
Oh yeah.
It was during my third year of bachelor's, and I loved that experience very dearly. So, in my opinion, it can allow you to explore new culture, learn new language, and also for me to learn how the education system works and why Turkey. For also personal reasons, but also because I think Turkey has a amazing school system, like for universities, and I think Istanbul as a city is a place to have a good career, good career path. And since I came, I've been joining some events, having really cool classes like entrepreneurship class, which allowed me to really invest in myself.
So it was also about the city, which is Istanbul. And so did you know anything about Turkey before applying?
Yes, I did. Basically, at the beginning, like before I met people from Turkey, I heard only stereotypes
Oh yeah,
about
okay,
Turkey.
that's normal.
I know that many Polish people goes to Antalya, Alanya, not that many to Istanbul though, from what I've heard. Many of my friends liked Turkey, as from what I heard. So I knew that you speak Turkish, that Turkey is very diverse, that this is a Muslim country, that there are touristic resorts. I heard about Hagia Sophia, that this is like monumental place to see. Um,
I would like to ask something it's kind of, as you said, it's a diverse country. So, did you have any hesitation? Did you think they will behave me different because I'm a foreigner?
Of course, I had that kind of doubts, a little bit of a fear as well, because through all my experiences, I used to live in France also, and I met a lot of harassment on the streets from the people. So hearing the stereotypes, this is like a bad stereotype. People think that Turkish people are Arabs and they are putting such a bad words to that. And I was kind of afraid, but before moving here, I came here 3 times also, and I saw it for myself. There is a chaos and so on, but I've never felt uh, so safe also in another countries.
Oh,
Really, I don't feel disrespected at all. But of course, at the beginning, I was scared, and I'm still learning to understand the culture because it's so dramatically different from what my mindset is, also, and I'm trying to take what's the best from this culture, also.
Yeah, as I understand, yeah, there were a lot of like stereotype, but it was not true actually.
No,
Like
not at
you
all.
felt safe.
Yes, and Turkish people are so welcoming, and I never felt, that I'm not a part of the society. Maybe not knowing a language is also a trouble sometimes, but everyone is so nice, trying to explain, and hospitality in here, that's the higher level,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I think like Turkish people actually want to like help other foreigners, for example,
Yeah.
when they see like they have a need, they just like coming and sometimes asking actually.
Yeah, this is what I also heard about Turkish people. This is rather positive for me. If they see that some dangerous situation,
Oh.
that someone is in danger, they will come and help. What I heard, like I see people reacting, and I saw for myself some bad situations in my building, and the neighbors came to see what's
Oh, really?
happening. Yes, that's another topic. But what I wanted to say, that Turkish people care about their society, what's happening.
Yeah, and now I want to ask about like arrival and first impression for the Turkey. Like, how did you feel when you first landed in Turkey?
Well, the first time I landed in Turkey,
Do you remember?
do you mean as I moved here, or the first time I visited?
Like, move here.
I think it was a mix of stress and excitement, and like a feeling of unknown, like what's going to happen? Am I going to find my own way in that place? You know, the city is enormous, and sometimes I feel so like anonymous in here. But I was hoping that uh, there will be something for me, and I'm still trying to find myself in here. Still sometimes a bit lost. Still, I don't know if I belong, but I'm starting to understand. I
Yeah,
would say.
yeah, you are trying to explore, maybe, you know.
Yes, and yeah.
So, what kind of things like did you surprise while you were staying here?
So the most surprising thing for me as like a Central European person is the chaos.
Oh, okay.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
But I think it is more to like Istanbul because like
Yeah.
maybe you if you go like Ankara, even though Ankara or Izmir, like Antalya, this kind of cities, maybe you won't feel the like
Like,
chaos that much. But Istanbul is very extreme level.
Yeah, I've been to Edirne, for example, and
Yeah.
people used to stop on the cross, like passage to another way. And I was like, I had reversed shock from Istanbul, like someone is stopping for me to cross the road.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, this is, I think, the most challenging thing from the chaos. Like, I cannot find myself in this. I like order, I like rules, and I'm used to sticking to the rules, standing on the red light, and so on. So this is something uncomfortable for me. I think the biggest thing.
You know, Istanbul is like very stressed, like city, and also everyone is very fast. Everyone just going like it feels like running. You know, for example, like a lot of people are going to their like work. They don't care other people. They are just like running. You know,
Exactly.
they are using like transportation, metro bus, like metro.
Always
it's
full.
yeah, always. You know, always.
Yeah.
So was it difficult to adapt to a new environment or culture like for you right now?
Yes. Especially considering the fact, let's say, my society, Polish society, is in between collective and individual. So, the family is important, but also our individualism. Whereas in here, the society is very collective, which is very challenging for me. And I understand like the importance of the family and so on, but sometimes it seems like too much for me as for my personality and as for other things. Constant asking, do you want chai? Do you want Turkish coffee? And just like reverse shock if I invited people to my house, Turkish people. I'm asking because I have like coffee machine. Do you want latte? Do you want cappuccino? Do you want black coffee? Do you want this size, that size? And they say normal, normal coffee. Like, like in my country is obvious. Someone likes this size. Someone likes americano. Someone likes with milk. Warm milk, cold milk, and then here everything is standardized. That if you go outside of the box, people look at you weirdly. So I think this is the most challenging things that people are so surprised with your differences that they can't cope with that sometimes. As I like met many Turkish people and adapting to the way of eating, I guess. It's hard for me still because there is not that many European products. If there are, they are made in Turkey, or if they are here, they are very expensive. So it's also very challenging for me to redo like how I cook. What I cook, I cannot cook like in the same way I used to in Poland or in France. So I think these things are the biggest challenges.
I want to ask, like, how did locals treat you? Did you feel welcomed? I think you mentioned it, but maybe you can give me some example that you have experienced.
So usually, if they don't speak English, they kind of ignore me, let's say. What I've noticed, of course, people are very welcoming. Just the problem is that they don't usually speak English. Of course, Turkish people are so welcoming that sometimes too much for me to handle. You get food, you get this sweets. Okay, and when you are going out, my Turkish friends are giving me sweets. Take it, take it. So
Exactly. I don't know. It doesn't make sense actually for like the waitress were doing this because it like you are serving to the both like client, like. And so, can you give me a specific example, like when you like had a problem about the communication stuff?
Oh,
I just want to hear.
well, that one time I had questions about my residence permit, about ikamet, and I went to Koç İdaresi.
Göç
Göç
idaresi.
İdaresi in Fatih, and then I faced like a bunch of people who are just screaming at me. I
Oh,
don't know
really?
where to go. They speak like no English.
Oh my god.
There was only one window for Arabic speakers, like refugees, only dedicated to them. And I'm coming to a window, and you know, this is an immigration office, which I think is the huge point. And I had such a problem, like no one spoke English.
Oh my god.
And I couldn't get the information I wanted. Where should I go? Which room? They were telling me go take ticket, but the device didn't work. So what should I do? And they even like ended up on the guard screaming at me in Turkish. I think this was the worst situation, and I think this is the funniest thing in here that I can talk with someone who's selling souvenirs in English, and someone in the immigration office doesn't speak English.
Yeah. Some staffs actually are very rude. even though you are Turkish, they are behaving like that. Actually, like it's not just about the foreigner stuff. I mean, I
They
feel
are
like
stressed.
yeah, they are stressed, so I cannot say it. And we are going to talk about like the campus and academic life. So you are like studying in Yıldız Technical University, and like what kind of differences did you realize about the academic life?
So the difference is that, let's say in Poland, universities also have faculties, okay? But the faculty, let's say it's one faculty, it's a building and it's in certain district, let's say economics. And then engineering faculty, let's say it would be in another district. So
It's like
yeah.
separated.
Yes, so you basically go and some of them are modern, some of them not so much, but we don't have something I haven't seen like a campus.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
say it's more like in different places. It's not closed area. Of course, they are. Oh, the difference also is that in Holland they don't control who's getting in
Okay.
usually only over hours, over the studying hours. And this campus has just like everything, like cafe, library. And the difference is like the library is here, go to library, I can study at the cafe, and even empty classroom. And it's actually, really nice.
Actually, as you mentioned, the campus is cool, but for example, I think Yıldız Technical University has the campus, and there are some different universities, so they don't have that good campus also.
Maybe, yeah, that there are
It's
only
changing.
just one building, for example.
Yeah, somewhere.
I saw also E2
Yeah.
campus. I saw Aydın University campus, and there are differences, but like these public ones, they're very
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
I like my campus also. And like, how was the lessons and professors, like students?
Well, it depends. When I took economics classes, they were pretty much boring. I would say very informative, but too much memorization, to my point of view. But when it comes to business classes, much more, we had teamwork and asking questions, communicating. I also find it challenging sometimes to talk to some students because I wanted to make some casual friendships, and I think I find it really hard to
Yeah.
make friendships in here. People at the university, like Turkish people, they are afraid of talking in English. I'm starting and they are saying, sorry, I don't speak.
Oh, really? A lot of people?
Yeah, it happens. Or just like they are distanced.
Yeah.
They don't want to. I don't. And when it comes to teachers, they are really helpful. And I liked most of the classes I took, even though it wasn't completely my style. I would like favor of studying, but I would say there is a room for improvement.
Yeah.
In some classes, and especially considering the fact that most of foreign students speaks better than most of teachers here in English. So that's an issue to me, that sometimes there are some misunderstandings during some classes that we cannot really communicate well.
So there is some problem about like communication English for some people especially.
Yes. Yeah. I went through that kind of issues in some
And
of my classes.
I want to ask, like, is it necessary to learn Turkish even though it's like A1 level?
Yeah, I guess so, because in the shops, in the grocery store in my district, people don't even know words like yes or no. So they say to me in Turkish, they completely don't know anything.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, I speak just a little bit Turkish. Just, I learned some words to be able to buy, order coffee,
Like
order
what?
meal.
Ne kadar?
Ne kadar abla? Kolay gelsin. Bir tane americano lütfen. Teşekkürler.
So, for example, if someone came here, maybe they
Mhm.
should learn some basic stuff, like to order something
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. It will make their life easier.
easier.
Yeah.
And the other part is like social life and traveling,
Mhm.
like daily livings. So, what's your favorite things about Turkish culture and social life here?
Mhm. I think social life, I like the fact that every time you come to a Turkish house, you will get a meal
Mhm.
and something to drink and like the openness. And I think this is what I appreciate the most, this like close ties that people care
Mm.
about each other. And you will always have a place to stay at their house. If you are in need, Turkish people are helping. And this is so inspiring to me, like a community that people, support each other
Mhm.
in achieving their goals. This is what I perceive from outside perspective. And as for traveling, I visited some certain places like Trabzon, Antalya,
Oh, okay.
Edirne. I saw like almost whole Istanbul already. I like to discover like little unknown places that are
Yeah.
not described in the internet. And I must say, the touristic place in Istanbul, whoa, there is much more to see than that.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
agree with you actually. And I want to ask again, what do you think about the cost of living in Turkey? Is it affordable for you, for example?
Cost of living depends what you're asking for, because when it comes to the rent, only if you earn in foreign currency it's affordable. In my
Yeah, like
opinion.
dollars, euro.
Yes, and so I think comparing to the other places I lived, this is very affordable. And even with the inflation, still, the restaurants are still very cheap or like similar price. I mean, to Poland, for instance. Although I know that the people in here are earning less, so to me this is crazy. That kind
Yeah.
of prices for like a basic salary, like rent. Let's say my rent is 18,000 Turkish liras.
80,000.
Okay, yes, and let's say a person is earning only 20,000. Like,
Yeah, like
how to live?
it's very hard to live because also like the inflation has like increased a lot. So we are just like try to live,
Survive.
Yeah, survive. We are just try
Yeah.
to survive actually. But yeah, I mean like if you earning like dollars or euro, it will be much more like easier
Yeah,
for
yeah.
you.
But honestly, like too expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
especially Istanbul
Yes, yes.
or Antalya, like if you go to
Mhm.
like touristic area.
Yes.
And we are going to talk about like tips for future Erasmus students. What should students absolutely know before coming to Turkey?
They should know to learn some Turkish before, just a little bit, to be able to communicate. They should know that there are a lot of scams
Yeah.
for on foreigners, and that usually it's better to have some Turkish friend that can help you in here, because it will be impossible to manage some stuff by yourself. Language, and be prepared for that foreigners are they have to pay more for
Yeah,
everything.
because they're
Yes,
tourists.
even for the SIM cards.
And like, what's something you wish someone has told you before coming here?
Be prepared to learn Turkish, and be prepared to see differences. Like, open your mind to how life can be in a different way than you already know.
Being open-minded is
Yes.
also important. So, any final words like you want to add?
I mean, it's always good to discover, to travel, and to search for opportunities, in my opinion. And if you search well enough and you want to achieve something, you can have it. So there are many scholarships, aids for people to go to places for studying, and I think this is a great opportunity to develop. And Istanbul is one of the places you can thrive with your career, because there are many international companies. You can make a networking here. So
Networking, you can do.
yes, I myself, I met many people from
Yeah.
such a random places, companies. So yeah, just like open yourself to this experience and give a chance to yourself, and be try to find the opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's very cool, actually. I'm just like amazed. And I want to say, I want to ask also something like, for example, do you want to stay like in Turkey after you finish?
I mean, that's a tricky question because I don't want to live in Istanbul for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
We will see how the life goes, but I want to search for some companies to maybe create some career for myself, and then ask for transfer to some different place, or having
Yeah.
ability to work remotely. But I mean, it's a good place.
But not for living.
I mean, if you are rich.
Yeah, yeah, makes
If
sense.
you are rich, it's good place. But I would rather want to live in Europe or Canada.
Canada.
Yeah, yeah, we will see how
Yeah.
it goes.
I
Yeah.
hope you can find the best
Thank
for you.
you.
And thank you for like joining here, and we have talked a
Yeah.
lot. And I hope like for other people who want to like apply for Erasmus, it will be very like efficient or like beneficial.
Thank you for the invitation, and it was a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, have a good day.
Have a good day.